Hello everyone, Marwan Hussein is here. Okay, now is the time to add material to this. But first we need to unwrap it. Unwrapping means we need to make this ready to receive the texture correctly. Alright, I'm just going to give you a quick example. If I add plane right here and hit key, for example, just to move it just a little bit, I will grab this edges and extrude them like this. Alright, now I will apply a material on this piece. So let's go to the shader editor and I will close this panel and I will add a new material like this, and let's hit shift A to search for checker. Just type ch and you will find it, hit enter and plug this to the base color. Alright, now let's go to the material preview so we can see the result what we will get here. Okay, now we should see something. I will change the scale and make it very small. Alright, something like this. Alright, now with this one selected, if I grab any vertices, alright, let's extrude for example, or let's move any vertex, for example those here, I can move them just a little bit, sorry. Grab those. Sorry, I need to add texture coordinates. And I need to add mapping. The idea of all of that, I just need to give you an example about what's going to happen. Yeah, alright, now the result is correct. Now check the result that we got here. This area, the checker texture is applied right here correctly without any problem. The square is perfect and nice. But for this side, it is straight to this direction and is not working. So in this case scenario, that means the texture, the checker texture is not applied to this geometry in the correct way. So we need to unwrap it to make it ready to receive the checker texture correctly. Okay, unwrap this mean you just need to hit A, select all the faces and go to UV and hit unwrap. This is the simple way to make unwrap if your geometry simple. But if your geometry a bit complicated, you need to add some seams and do some stuff. We will learn all of that. We will apply all of that on this furniture piece. So let's grab this and delete this. Go to solid for now, hit Z and move the mouse to the solid side. And let's start unwrapping this. Okay, for this bended geometry, I will select it and tap to the edit mode. And I will target the edges, this edge, just hit alt click to select the entire edge loop. And I will add a seam right here, or maybe here, I think here is better. Okay, so yeah, I will add a seam right here. Just hit right click and just choose mark seam. Alright, now because I added a seam right here, when I compile it and make a wrap, this geometry, it will be opened from the seam area. So I need to add seam here as well, and seam here and seam here. Right click, mark seam after you select all the necessary edges. Alt click on this side as well. Right click, mark seam. This one, and this one. Mark seam. Cool. So now we almost finished with this. What I will do is I will hit A, select all the faces, but before I unwrap it, let's go to the unwrapping editor. So go to the editor and switch this to UV editor, and now we are inside UV editor. So I just selected all of these faces. Here we need to select them as well. Hit A and go to UV and hit unwrap, or you can go to UV here and hit unwrap. The same scenario. Now we got a results. The unwrapping is done, but because we got a curve or bend here, the unwrapping algorithm, it will face some difficulties to unwrap this in the correct way. When you make the unwrap, if you make the unwrap on this window, you will have a menu right here show you the method of the unwrap. So now we worked with the angle base, I can change this to conformal. Maybe conformal can give me better result, and yeah, it does. So I will switch this method to conformal. Angle based is more accurate than conformal, and most of the time takes more time to calculate as compared with a conformal. But conformal, for simple geometry like this, we can use a conformal. Angle based, uh, we use this to the organic shape. If you want to Arab face, nose, if you want to Arab any organic shape, most of the time we will use angle based. Right. After that, maybe we can push the margin just a little bit to give those space, or maybe you can ignore it. It's not something important. When you complete, that's it. We are done. You can tab out, and that's it for this piece. It's Arabed. Alright, cool. If you want to apply the checker texture on this to see the result, you can do this. For example, I will split this window to two window. I will split it like this. So let's put the mouse right here, click, left click, and drag down to split it like this. So now we have two UV editor. I will change, for example, this one to shader editor. And there we go, now we got it. Okay, let's go to the checker texture that we just created. I don't remember, did we give it a name? I think we don't give it any name. So yeah, it's right here. We can call this checker. Alright, I will apply the checker texture on this piece. So just, yeah, I just applied it because I use the arrow and select the checker with this one active. Let's go to the material preview. You can hit Z and go down, or you can go from the header and switch to material preview. And now this is the result. Let's make the scale small. As you can see, everything is square and very nice. Even here for this area, we got nice paint here following the curve. Very cool. We are good to go. So we can say we are finished with this piece. I will go to solid and I can select those and Arab them. Alright, for these easy parts, I'm not going to add theme and spend time on those. What I will do is I will use a quick method to Arab. So just tap to the edit mode, hit A, select all the geometry, all the faces. Go to UV and use a cube projection. Cube projection will create 6 side of a projection to project this the target mesh that you are selected. Alright, so let's go to UV and go and hit cube projection and done. It's Arabed and that's okay. Now we can apply the same material for this just to check it. So I will tap out and apply the same material. And I can hit Z and go to material preview so I can see the result. And yeah, it's Arabed and cool. Alright, let's go to solid. Let's select this one. Alright, this one is easy as well. So I will tab, hit A, select all the faces and go to UV and choose cube projection. And it's Arabed and ready. We finished. Tab out to grab this, tab in, hit A, select all the faces, go to UV, cube projection. It's Arab. Alright, now let's apply the same material for all of these pieces. This one, give it the checker. Just temporarily, I just need to see the results. Hit Z and go to material preview, and there we go. Alright, now the next step that we need to do, we need to make the square of the checker have one size. As you can see here, we have some variation. The checker texture here is very small as compared with this one. So we need to make the size one size for all of these pieces, because if I leave it like this, if I, for example, added a wood texture for this piece, the wood texture will be scaled and become very small as compared with this one. And the wood texture will apply it here and it will be big. So in this case, it's very easy to fix this. I will grab this, hold here to grab this, and tab, select all the UV here, hit A, and just hit S and scale it down until you make the checker one size as compared with the other pieces. So I done with this. I can grab this, tab, hit A, and here as well hit A, hit S, and scale those down just a little bit. And there we go. Now we are finished. That's it. Cool. All right. Okay, now is the time to create the wood material. Okay, now I will select any piece. Maybe I can start with this one. Select it and go to this X to delete the checker from it and hit new and give it a name. Let's call this wood empty for material. After that, we need to import image texture to use it as a wood. So from the folder, you need to bring from the internet an image like this. Let's open it and check it. Something like this. So I will drag it and put it right here. And I will plug it directly to the base color. And now I should see something right here. And yeah, it does. I know I got something here. Okay, that's cool. Now I can bring the image. I can bring my image right here so I can see what I need to do. Alright, for the scale for this piece, I think the scale is okay. But for any reason, if you want to scale this down, you can select it and tab to go to the UV. Select your UV and make it big. Just scale it, make it big like this. If you make the UV big, that means you will make the texture small, and I will show you what I mean. So here in the UV editor, I just added my reference image. What I will do is, I will go to this arrow and open my wood image. So now this is the wood image and this is the UV. And now this UV taking the information directly from the wood. Okay, so I will grab this UV and hit S and make the UV big as compared to the image. That's mean that the image will be, the texture will be small. As you can see now, when I scale, I can make it small. So this is the idea. Something like this will work. Alright, so now that's cool. We got something here. Okay, this texture I need to put it in the in the roughness. We need to put this in the roughness. So I will take a copy of this. Hit Shift D to take a copy of this image, and let's put this up just a little bit. Okay. Alright, now I need to plug this to the roughness, but I don't need any color. Okay, I need to see this image alone on my geometry, so I need to hit Control, Shift and left click, and Node Wrangler will create a quick preview so I can see this alone. But if you do this and you didn't get any result, you need to go to the edit and then preferences, and from the add-on section you need to activate node. It's called Node Wrangler. Just type WR and you will find it. Just activate it from here and save your preferences, and that's it. Let's exit. Okay, now if you hit Control Shift click on this, you will get the same result. But I need to add another node here. Hit Shift A to go, hit search, and let's search for hue and saturation. Just type HU and you will find it. I will put this right here, and I will plug the color to the color, and I will hit Control Shift click on this node so I can see the node itself. The saturation here we have 1. I need to be 0 because I don't need any color. Just take this to 0, and as you see, you can see a result here. When you will be satisfied and complete everything, you can plug the color to the roughness to control the roughness, because we need to control the roughness to make the surface glossy or rough. When you complete, I need to activate the principled BSDF, so I will hit Control Shift. Sorry, yes, move this just a little bit. Control Shift and click on the principle to activate it. And now I can see the result of the principled BSDF. Alright, that's cool. This is the first step that we need to do. Okay, after that, we need to give the same material for other pieces. So I will select, for example, this, but let's tab out to go to the object mode, grab this, and let's go to this arrow and let's add the wood material to this. But the color of the wood for this piece, it should be darker. Okay, in this case, I will duplicate the material and make some change. So I need to separate this material that I added to this geometry. Okay, to do that, I will hit this number 2 to make a single user or to make it unique material. And now, as you can see, the number is the name is changed. I will change this to wood material and I will call it dark just to recognize it. And now if I make change for this material, the change will be applied just for this geometry, not this. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to add some node here just to control the color. I will hit Shift A and search for curve, RGB curve, and put it right here. And maybe I can take the color down and make it dark like this. Just like this. If you want to make it darker, that's okay. I can, here from the UV editor, I can see the image if I like, just to make some comparison here. Alright, the color is almost close, but we have some saturation here. We need to desaturate the image just a little bit. I used this node to kill the color, and I will use it as well right here, but not at the 0 level. I just need to add some number here. So grab this, hit Shift D and take a copy and plug it right here. Alright, that's cool. The saturation now is 0, we don't need that. We need to add 0.6 maybe to desaturate it. So this is 1. Alright, and this is 0.6. Maybe 0.7. Alright, something like this. Even maybe 0.8. Alright, now it's okay, cool. For any reason, if you want to make this even darker, you can duplicate the curve, Shift D, and add curve next by another curve like this. That will make your result very, very dark, and you can control this, then the second one. Alright, now this is okay. I finished with this. For the other pieces, I can give them the same material. For example, this one, I can give it the wood material, the first wood material, and this one as well, grab it and give it the wood material. Very cool. Nice. If you want to rotate the material for the doors here, and you make and if you want to make the material take this direction, you can grab the doors and tap the edit mode and hit A to select all the UV from here, and just hit R and rotate it 90 degrees like this. You can hold Control to snap the rotation. And now we are done. Alright, that's cool. That's very cool. Okay, now let's make a quick render to this new piece. So first, let's select everything and go to front. Hit number 1 from the numpad. Hit G to the Z to move this to the Z axis, and let's put this above the ground. Alright, I just need to align it better. G to the Z and take this down just a little bit like this. It's cool. Hit Shift A and let's add plane. Hit S to scale it, make it big. Alright, this is a new plane. Let's give it a material. Just hit new to give it a material. Make this a little bit dark, not too much white. Alright, that's cool. After that, we need to add a camera. So hit Shift A and go to the camera section and let's add a camera. And now we got a camera right here. Let's pick a nice angle like this maybe, and hit Control Alt 0 to frame the camera to your view. And you can hit the tilde key to activate walk navigation. Or if this option is not working for you, you can go to the view and you can go navigation and you can go and choose walk navigation. You should get the same result. And now if you use the W, S, A, and D, like you are playing a game, you can control the camera. You can hit Q to go down, E to go up, something like this. And if you rotate the wheel of the mouse forward, you will make the movement very fast, like this. If you rotate the wheel back, you will make the movement very, very slow. So frame your camera like this. Okay, that's very cool. Alright, maybe I can manipulate the camera resolution. I just need to change some setting here. Maybe I can take this. Let's see what we can do here. I just need to, yeah, I just need to change the number right here to get a frame similar to what I have here. Alright, let's the same scenario. I will hit the tilde key to activate walk navigation and move the camera just a little bit forward like this. Alright, so now we getting something very cool. Alright, now we need a source of light. For me, I will use HDRI images. You can go to internet and search for poly HDRI or hdriheaven.com. Alright, this is the website. It's called Polyheaven. You can go to the HDRI section because we need to download an image from here. We need to use it to illuminate our scene. Alright, now we need to see which image we can download. Maybe we can go to the indoor and see which one here is working. Okay, maybe I can use this image. I like it actually, it's very nice. Yeah, we got very a nice light source, this window and this window and this one as well. So yeah, this is nice. I will download it. Just go to download and download it, and you can pick whatever resolution. For me, I will use maybe 2K. Alright, so the download now size become smaller. Just hit download and it will be downloaded directly to your computer. Alright, now we got the HDRI image right here. That's very cool. Now let's go to the shader editor. We are in the shader editor, but I need to switch the shader editor type from object to world to control the world lighting. And now I am here. That's very cool. After that, we need to grab the studio, the image that we downloaded from the website, the EXR, and put it right here directly. Alright, that's cool. But after that, when you put it like this, we need to switch and change this node because this node is not working. We need to use environment texture. So select this node and hit Shift S to open the switch menu and go to the texture and switch this node to environment texture. And now everything is cool. That's very cool. Now you can plug the color to the color like this and you will be good to go. So now I will see the results. I will hit Z and go to render. I just need to see the render, what I will get. So now, as you can see, we can see the image, HDR image, and this is the result. But I don't need to render with Eevee. I need to switch this to cycle and render with cycle. This is the result with cycle. Now we are illuminating the scene with the HDR image. But we don't need to see the image. I don't like to see the image. I just need to get the lighting. So in this case scenario, what I will do is I will duplicate the background, hit Shift D and take a copy right here. And hit Control Shift right click and move the mouse from this node to this node. Node Wrangler, the add-on that we activated, will create automatically the mix shader and it will mix between this and this with this mix shader. Alright, that's great. In the factor, I need to add a node. So let's go to Shift A to go to Add menu and hit Search. And let's search for path. Just type path, you will find light path. Grab it and let's put it right here. And connect camera ray to the factor. And now we still getting the light from the environment, but we hide the image, and that's what I need to do. Okay, this is the first step. Now the next step that I need to do is I need to get a result similar to this image. As you can see, the background is white and I can still see the lighting, sorry, the shadow right here. And we don't have the edge of the plan as I have right here. So I need to achieve something like this. To do that, I need to select the plan and I need to go to the object data properties. Okay, object properties, and go to the visibility. And here in the visibility section, you need to activate shadow catcher, activate it. And maybe let's see what we can do here. Alright, we don't need to do anything here. I thought I can deactivate the glossy, but I will leave it like this. So now as you can see, we don't have an edge as before, but we still got a dark background. In this case, we can go back to the background or to the environment and go to the second background node and change the color to something brighter. Okay, something white like this, and that's it. Alright, that's very cool. The result is nice, but we need to make some tweaking to the texture itself. Let's go back to the object and select the wood texture. And for the roughness, I need to control the roughness because I just need to see some reflection here, because now it is very rough. I can't see any reflection. Here we can see some reflection, as you can see here in this area, but for our design we can't see anything. In this case, I will add a node here from the search. Let's add a curve, CUR curve, RGB curve, plug it right here, and you just need to make the image darker to get a glossy result. Just take this down just a little bit. Alright, now let's exit. I just need to see what I will get right here. I can hit Ctrl B to target small area, to render a small area like this. I can take this even more if I want to see more results. And now it's become glossy and I can see some reflection goes down, if you noticed. Alright, that's great. Let's exit of this rectangle that we just created. Hit Ctrl Alt B. And the same scenario we need to do and add a curve node to this material as well. What I can do is I can grab this node, hit Ctrl C to copy it, grab this wood, hit Ctrl V to paste it right here, and move it and plug it. And now we can see that we have some reflection here. Alright, now we are good to go. Now we can make a render for this. So this is 0 to go to the camera, and here you can control for the resolution. I will leave it as is, and maybe I can go to the render and activate the denoise in the render section, and let's see how much sample we need to do here. I don't need to use the noise threshold. I just need to add maybe 150, sorry, a pass or sample just to render this entire image, and I will leave the denoise active to denoise and kill any noise when the render is finished. So yeah, that's it. Now I can go to the render and hit render image. When the render is finished, I will be back. Okay, now the render is done and this is the result that we got. We just need now to take it to Photoshop and make some post-processing, editing the color, and it will be very nice. Alright, so that will do it for this tutorial. See you in the future tutorials. Don't forget to check my website, marwanpainter.com. Check the courses that I have there. All the courses is about Blender. Alright, so see you soon.